Hey everyone, Andy here, and today what we're going to be talking about is my streamlined lightweight pack here. And this, to me, is going to be a considered ultralight. It is 11 pounds, 6 ounces, and we're going to go through everything and kind of show you what I have different compared to the last backpack video that I made. Kind of give you a comparison on what I'm bringing to make it ultralight. Alright, so let's get started. So 11 pounds, 6 ounces. And that is not including food and water, of course, so that's not consumables. And of course, this is not my camera gear either. That, my camera gear is just to show you guys the adventure. But let's kind of move that aside and let me show you what I'm going to be wearing. So I got a trip. This is going to be a solo trip planned here within the next week. And it's going to be in the Rocky Mountains. I'm not going to tell you guys where, but another awesome adventure. So let's start with the clothes that I'm going to be wearing. These are just darn tough socks, is what I always wear. They're wool socks, boxer briefs, just a pair of Adidas boxer briefs, synthetic of course. We got a just Patagonia wool shirt, 65% wool, 35% polyester, super ultralight. It is, let's see how the weight. So the shirt is 3.5 ounces. And typically I don't use trekking poles, but I'm gonna need them because for my shelter. And these are just a pair of Black Diamond trekking poles. And you can see right here I have just a little bit of duct tape just in case you need to repair anything. And my shoes that I wear lately, the La Sportiva Wildcats, and you can see they're definitely getting some heavy usage out of them. And the shorts that I'm going to be wearing, I'm wearing them now, just the Patagonia baggies, I'm not sure what they call them, and cut the liner out of course. Alright, so let's go into the pack. So this 11 pounds 6 ounces is everything that's in here right now, not including the water that's in my bottles. And that's not including my trekking poles that are over there because I'm going to be using them. This is everything in the pack. So start on the outside. Smart water bottle. I got my Z-Packs Cuban fiber pack cover. This side here I have another smart water bottle and my Sawyer Mini. And here we have, now I might take this, I might not. This is the SE Azula 2. And on it I have AM steel that I kind of added to it. This is the SE Azula 2. Or if I don't bring this, I might go a little bit more ultralight. I might do this is a Benchmade. Here we go. It's the Benchmade Mini Griptilian. I've had this thing about a year and a half now and love this knife so far. So the reason why I may go with this, other than this, it's 1.5 ounce difference. Not a huge difference, but when you're trying to go ultralight, every ounce counts. So, I got 3.5 ounces versus, I think this is a 2 ounce knife, but I really like how this is a full tang knife and this is not. You know, if I want to baton some small pieces of wood, this Essie is gonna do the job. But I don't know if I would do that with the Benchmade Mini Grip Pillion. So, not sure what I'm doing with those. Alright. Next here in the pack, we have my tent stakes. So now for Ultralight here, what I did, well, let me go with this first. Let me show you the shelter. I have you guys seen my DIY tarp. If you haven't, I'll leave a link below. My DIY tarp here, which weighs, let's see, 14.4 ounces with the lines. So that's my shelter. So the shelter is going to be held up by the trekking poles, of course. And what I have here for my stakes, these are the MSR groundhogs. And you can see I added a different colored line to them so I can easily find them, because I have a problem with losing my tent stakes. So these two are going to be the stakes to hold the line up, that hold my trekking pole. These are just the MSR groundhogs versus 4 mini groundhogs. Now, let me show you a difference in these. So here is the difference. And obviously these are going to hold on the ground way more. That's why I chose these to hold my guidelines, the end guidelines that are connected to the trekking pole. And also in the bottom here, my Patagonia rain jacket. Trusty Patagonia rain jacket. Alright, go around here. I have just the REI compass, or not compass, thermometer. And in here I have my Silva compass. I'm not going to take it out, but it's in here. And I also, my watch, which is a, what is this called? A Shunto Core. And you can see my elevation, 5,420 feet. So, let's go to the side pouch here. Side pouch, I have my Garmin Oregon 600 with any loop batteries in it. They're rechargeable batteries. And then a Fox 40 whistle. Alright, so let's go into the pack here. In the pack, the same pack I always use, the Granite Gear VC60 liter. VC60. So, here is just kind of my miscellaneous pack here. Let's open it up, show you what's in it. So I got toilet paper, some TP here, my first aid kit. Everything is thinned out. Basically all the normal stuff I use is just all a lot less items. Just a black diamond spot headlamp. And by the way, I got a new video coming out soon. I had Sierra Trading Post send me a item, and this item is going to be another headlamp, and they want me to review it. So keep a lookout for a review on a headlamp. It's going to be kind of like a box opening video and kind of show you guys what it is. And I'm really going to use the heck out of this headlamp. Do a lot of night hikes and, you know, really see it. Check it out. I love headlamps. So I'm very excited, and thank you, Sierra Trading Post, for sending me that. You guys rock. And of course, go to their website. They have awesome deals on a lot of backpacking items, even fishing items. They have everything. So, continuing through my items, Ben's mosquito spray. I emptied about half of it out, or there's about a quarter of it left. My little fix kit here is just 2 zip ties, or zip tie, needle, and fishing line. And actually, with that needle and fishing line, you can do stitches if you know how to do them, if you have to. But in my first aid kit, I do have some steri strips, which hold nice wounds and lacerations closed. So next here, we got my Z-Packs toothbrush and deodorant, and then just a tiny piece of line in case I need it for anything. So that's what's in there. Next in the pack. Alright, we have my food kit, and this isn't part of the food kit. This is just the just a nano mosquito pyramid net. You can see the weight on there. 2.9 ounces. And that's for my tarp shelter. So my cook kit here. Hang on, let me close these blinds. I'm getting blinded. Blinded by the light. I'm a good singer. So, cook kit here. Just DIY pot cozy. And then this is the Snow Peak, I think 900, and also comes with the top thing that's normally a frying pan. But I'm not going to be using that because I'm trying to go ultralight. So I wanted to go as light as I could. And let me tell you a story about this. So about a month ago we were up at Copper and we were camping out there, and come back home about a week and a half later I'm getting ready to go on our last trip where we went to Telluride, where we did the Blue Lakes, which is awesome. I was packing for that and could not find my Snow Peak mug anywhere. And it hit me. I realized last time we were at Copper, we were car camping there. So, I hung my food bag and I forgot it, which was this. I also had my Cuban fiber food bag, which you'll see in a moment. And I went back, on our way back from Telluride, we went back through Copper. And of course, the food bag was still hanging up, which is kind of funny. I don't know how it was still up in the trees, honestly. Anyways, got this back. It was up in the trees for about 2 or 3 weeks. So let's go. Let's show you what's in here. First off, we're going to be using a cat can stove, super light. I got the fuel, and it's not all the way full just because I already know how many meals I'm going to be making, and this is just a tiny little Grateful Dead handkerchief that's cut in half, and mini Bic lighter. And this is my lid that I'm going to be using. So unfold it, stick it on there, and bam. And inside I also have my DIY windscreen, which is made out of a couple tasty Colorado beers. We got this tasty one, which is made in the San Juans, and good old trusty Dale's Pale. Gotta love Dale's. And then you can see I put some holes in the bottom here. And I stole this design from Colorado Camper. Oh, and also in the bottom here, this is just a little insulating layer from the ground. Alright, next up, guys. So here's the food bag. that was up in the trees for about 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. And in the food bag I have my line and a small S-beaner that holds 10 pounds and Cuban fiber sack, which this is great. Fill it up with rocks, throw it over a tree branch, and I have my line attached to it, of course, and it's just an easy way to hang your bear bag. And this line here, I can't remember the name of it, but you know, on Z-Pack's website, this is the line they give you, and it's got a nice slick coat to it, so it just glides over branches when you're pulling your bear bag up. And the way I hang my bear bag, it's called a PCT way, or PCT something, I don't know. Just YouTube it if you're wondering. And I have my clothes, so these are my extra clothes to keep me warm. We'll go through those in a moment. The Thermarest Ultralight, size small. So far, I'm going to probably do a review on this here within the next month. This thing's been great. The material is just a very durable material, and what I really like about it, it's self-inflating, which I love. I love getting to camp and just undoing the valve, let it sit there for a minute or two, and put 2 breaths of air in it, and you got your sleeping bag all set up. Just little things of the backcountry that matter to me. And also what I like about that Ultralight is the material that they use is not so loud compared to the what's the other one called? I don't know, the yellow one that Paige uses. It's you know, that one is super comfortable, but it's so loud. So next up, I got my Tyvek ground sheet that goes underneath my tarp, and my Exped pillow, size large. And in here, I also have this is a Sea to Summit stuff sack, the event material, and I have my quilt in here. And that about does it in there. Let me get a sip of coffee real quick. Coffee. So let's show you what clothes I have in here, guys and girls. So we got a Sea to Summit Ultra Sill 8-liter stuff sack. And I was actually just gonna not even bring the stuff sack, but I was like, you know, if it rains all day, my clothes are probably gonna get wet, and I'm probably gonna be freezing. So this thing's probably like 1.3 ounces. I think it's worth it. So first up here, I just have a Sierra Designs, you know, windbreaker. Keeps you pretty insulated, very lightweight. And just the Patagonia 800 fill puffy jacket. I'm not sure what the name is, but that's what I have. God, this light. So this time in the video, guys, I'm gonna make a Google Docs link so you can check out my gear, specifically each little piece of gear and what it weighs. I actually just realized, forgot to show you the spoon that I'm carrying. I don't know why it just hit me. It's just a little plastic REI spoon. And where is that? Oh yeah, too much coffee. I'm gonna make a link this time to put a Google Docs link to all my gear and weight and everything. So thanks for watching, guys. If you do have any questions on anything, feel free to let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. do all that fun stuff, and I will catch you guys next time. Have a good one.